10 sessions, you get what is called the 10th session milestone award. After that, you're on the road or on your way to becoming an ambassador. And what are the ambassador perks? Now, if you're an ambassador at NJA, first things first, you have your own selection of wine that you get to drink from. So the ambassadors, they drink their special rosé throughout the session as they please. Additionally, our ambassadors, they also get a refreshment selection list, so they don't have to get up to get their refreshments. It is brought to them based on their selections. When you hit 30 sessions, that's when you move up in tiers in ambassador. At 30 sessions, you now will get your customized wine glass. So if you see persons here tonight drinking from a customized wine glass, it therefore means that they are a little bit up there, okay? But we still have taken it up a notch. When you're an ambassador, you get badged by another ambassador for your milestone. You get a new award. But we have something called elite ambassador. And listen, you're not badged anymore, you're sashed. Yes, you're sashed. And elite ambassadorship comes when you hit 50 sessions or more. And at that point, once you hit elite, you start coming to these sessions here on Thursday night for absolutely free. And I'm so happy to announce that we not only have 6 ambassadors with us tonight, but we also have an elite ambassador, all right? Yeah. So we'll recognize them very soon. So the first timers, you guys are just 49 sessions away from that. Okay, so we do have some persons who have done it before. Sabrina, is it just your second time or your third? Oh my gosh, I feel like you've been here more than that. Oh, crazy. But Sabrina and Anne-Marie, it's your second session. Welcome back. All right, Miss Lawrence, your fourth session. Welcome back. She looked at me like, huh? Okay. Fourth session, welcome back. Miss Pastor, let's give her a clap tonight. It's her 6th session. Welcome back. Emma Kim, thank you very much for the corrections. Tonight is her 9th session. Welcome back. So the next time you see her, she'll be getting her 10th session milestone award. So I hope you guys, for the first time, who are here for the first time, you're getting the trend. Consistency is key. All right. We have some persons who started months after individuals who started, and they're already ambassadors, right, Alvin? And they have best friends who are very jealous of them, right, Abigail? All right, so we're moving on. Hilda, tonight is your 11th session. Welcome back. Let's give her a clap. Mrs. Doyle, what would we do after today? Oh my goodness. Tonight is not only her 13th session, but it's going to be her last one for a while. She didn't get to make it to ambassador as yet. But guys, let's give her a round of applause. 13 sessions. Yeah, she's come a long way after being dragged by her daughter, literally, to be here. And now she has 13 paintings in her collection to boast about. So that's really, really something to note, right? Gaynell is on her way. So Gaynell will be celebrating her 16th session tonight. Welcome, welcome, my dear. You must be Giselle. All right, Giselle, you want to have a seat still? You want to come in? Go ahead. Miss Lauren, she's coming by you or she's coming over here? Okay. All right, so we're moving down. Kashia, tonight is your 17th session. Let's say welcome back to Kashia. 17. Abigail, oh my gosh. It takes me great pleasure to announce Abigail's count. She is on her 19th session. Yeah, make some noise. Next week, God's willing, Abigail will be badged. NJA's next ambassador. She would not be jealous when her friend is drinking that sparkling pink wine. You know? She won't be jealous when she has to get her refreshments list, okay? So Abigail, striving for greatness, one more session, okay? At this time, I would like for our ambassadors to just indicate with a raise of hand. All of our ambassadors in the house, just raise your hands in the air. Thank you. Give them a clap, guys, and we'll recognize them now. Miss Tanika Belgrave, tonight is her 21st session. Welcome back. What's Cassandra? Miss Cassandra Alad, 24th session. And the numbers are rising. Alvin Doyle, 28th session. Yeah. And 2 sessions away from a customized wine glass. Miss Debbie Gray, tonight is her 31st session. That's a big deal. Debbie was brought here through Patricia, and Debbie has been persistent enough to reach the 31st session. Welcome back again, Debbie. Tonight, we also have Natalie. Tonight is her 32nd session. Welcome back, Natalie. And will our elite ambassador indicate with a raise of hand, please? And you guys know what that means. 52nd session, Patricia Walker. Let's give her a clap again, guys. All right. So, Giselle, in case you don't know, that could be you, just 51 sessions away. Come on, we got this. All right. So, in honor of Mental Health Day tomorrow, I just want to do this very short activity. I will ask everybody to close their eye and do a 5 seconds breathing exercise. 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And open your eyes. So in case you didn't know, in Grenada, out of most of the mental disorders, we have anxiety and depression, which reigns the highest. In Grenada, anxiety actually reigns the highest, whereas in the US, you have more things like depression and so on. And it's very important that you know there's a major difference between depression and anxiety. With anxiety, it's basically a fear of something to happen in the future. Depression mainly lies with you lacking motivation to do stuff. And so because Grenada has that high anxiety rate, I thought it fit for us to do that exercise, and I trust that you remember it. It's very simple. 5 seconds, you take 2 deep breaths in, out, and it helps alleviate that. So remember that as we celebrate Mental Health Day tomorrow, God's willing, okay? And you can do it with some of your colleagues. All right, at this time, we want to say welcome to our lovely, lovely family who are viewing online. We are about to get started with our painting session right here at the NJA studio. Every Thursday night we do this. You can be here with the lovely people who are in studio painting, or you can actually purchase your sheet and paint along with us online. So if you need further information, you can always reach out at 534-2669. But without further ado, let's start painting. All right, guys, so everybody take a look at the image on the top right-hand corner of your backing. So our lovely folks in studio, if you need assistance, we have Miss Andrew. So you guys can feel free to ask her for any help you need. However, don't be intimidated by that bird, you know. Don't let that little bird intimidate you as much as it intimidated me. I'm just joking. But we are going to do this our own way, our own style, add our own flair to it. We're going to start things off with the background. We should all have green in the middle of our tables to share, green to share, yellow to share, and we have the dark blue for the bird. The very first step, simple thing, we're going to paint our entire background using that green, okay? So what you may want to do is use a small brush and outline your bird so you know where not to cross. And then just go ahead and do like X-like strokes. And we're going to fill our entire background in green. You don't have to do long, smooth strokes. The background is very abstract. And if you do the X-like or cross-hatching approach, it's going to help you with blending later on. All right, so let's go ahead, dip your big brush into green, and you can do some X-like strokes and fill your entire background in that green. Entire background. Like I said, you can use your small brush first of all to outline the bird so that you know where not to cross, and then continue filling in your background. X-like strokes to fill in the entire background. And it's very interesting the name of this this green, because you know the different colors, different shades, they have their own name. It's not just green, and we're painting a bird, and the name of this green is actually called young parrot. Yep, young parrot. So if you ever go to the paint shop and you want them to mix a nice shade of green like this for you, tell them you want young parrot. And this is as close to it as you'll get. So all we're doing right now is filling in our background in this green. It's one of the easiest part of this entire painting. So allow yourself to relax and enjoy it while it lasts. X-like stroke, X-like stroke. No structure to it. Just let your hands go free and brush the green paint onto your canvas sheet. So we're celebrating it tomorrow. I mean, like I thought I made that clear. We're celebrating it tomorrow. Thank you. All right, and we're flowing just with green. Just with green for now. And in just a bit, we'll add some yellow and some white. What? Pat gets so comfortable. She phoned thought she was home, you know. All right. So we are filling in green. As we always say, you're not here to get your degree in art, even though some of us might choose to pursue it after this. Your bird fell? The bird moved? We're just here to relax, okay, guys? Avoid looking at your neighbors because you might get a little bit discouraged sometimes if you don't find what they're doing looking like what you have. But don't stress it. Everybody's piece will be unique and different. All right. So I have a lot of space to finish off here. I wonder if you'll make me finish before you. Oh. Remember, you don't have to do it smooth unless you want to. And try to avoid painting the pre-sketched areas for your bird because this is going to help you in the long run. If you're not sure of what we're doing, where we're at, you can always look up front at my demonstration and it should offer a little bit of guidance. And just know she'll start to ask for it watered down, huh? You have to drive tonight? Just know you're here. She asked for the special mixture. 3 quarts juice, 1 quart wine. Oh my gosh. Hey, listen, I just bring it to you raw. Just tell you as it is. So, guys, we are just filling in our background. If any of you are painting along with us from home tonight, I know a few of you got your sheets, but I don't know if you got your paints. But you can always add some yellow to whichever green you have to create a shade or a tone of green that looks similar to this. Okay. She's not there as yet. She has not dedicated time to you as yet. Oh, it's not time for questions yet. Actually, she's working. That's why. Yeah. She's actually one of them who is going to be doing it online after. After she's working. So when she's done, she'll get the live and do it. So welcome if you're viewing the live and it's your first time online. We are live at the Nishandra studio and this is our weekly painting session. As usual, we have a group of adults in studio painting. We even have some folks who are painting with us from the comfort of their home, some people even in the office space. But it was just such a joy for us to be able to spread the therapeutic aspect of art to so much people who have never even thought that they could paint. Right, Tanika? Listen, I'm sure I heard that in one of your testimonials, I never knew I could paint until I attended a paint with me session. That's right. So I know this painting is going to be worth a lot, guys, the amount of work you're going to put into it. So start thinking about the value, how much you're going to sell it for. This is what to think about it all now. You'll be amazed. The starting price you have now would significantly change at the end. The amount of work you're going to be putting into this beauty. Everybody with the bird, we're going to line up in front of the mall. So again, if the money run low this month, what you gonna do? Oh my goodness! See, art is an investment. Look at that. She's already banking on her investments, and the more you improve your skill, Tanika, I'm telling you, the more you'll get better, and the more those pieces will be worth. So let's get to elite as soon as possible. Let's get to elite. You get to develop your skills every Thursday night for free. You'll come every week? That's the goal. And then it's just time for Kieran and Octavia to get their elite and Cassandra so they can stay with you every week, okay? So guys, we are closing in on the background with the green. We're closing in on the background with the green. Oh, I see most of you are almost finished already. All right. After this, we're going to be working in some yellow. If you look at your image, you'll see there are some hints of yellow in there as well. So I'll show you how we're going to work that in within the next 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. Again, if you are in doubt on what the next step is, you can always look up at the demonstration area here so you can get some guidance. Please don't forget that little area between the bird's leg. You're going to have to use the bird's feet. You're going to have to use your very small brush to get that little triangle space between there. Once I'm done with the upper part of my background, I'm going to show you where I'm referring to. Yeah. That little triangle there. As usual, we do have questions for interaction. So brace yourself. Once that paper lands in front of you, prepare to communicate with me. Those backgrounds are already looking fantastic. Already. I mean, for most of us, we could just leave the painting like that. This could be the end of the painting, for all we know. You want the first question? One moment, we'll get you the mic. One moment. That was a question that anybody in the room could answer. Yes. What? Cassandra, should I vet the question before I have her ask it? You didn't know she was there? We have two seats right here, see that? You're coming in? Go ahead. You're coming right here? Oh, go ahead. She's like, no. All right, so we are at the end of our background. If you look between my bird's feet, you're going to see that little area I added in with green, okay? So everybody should have that done. Yes. Yes. No, not yet. Yeah, you know, got that connection going. Just for us. Try not to wash your brushes off for the next step because we're going to need some of that green on our brush to blend with the yellow. So at this point, I'm going to show you how we're going to blend the yellow in. So everybody can take a look at this time. And really, you can add the yellow anywhere you want to, okay? So using the same brush with green, I'm going to tap into yellow. And I'm going to add some dabs of yellow here. I'm going to add some dabs of yellow over here. X-like stroke still, yeah. I'm going to add a few down here. And take a look at what I'm doing as soon as I'm done. I'm dipping my brush into the green. And I'm going over the areas because this is going to help tone down the yellow just a little bit so it's not too loud. So as soon as you've done your X-like strokes of yellow, go over it with green so that it can tone it down a bit. So everybody, you can add the yellow in any spot you like. Any spot you like, you can add the yellow. But just ensure to go over it with a little bit of green so it can tone it down just a bit. So the yellow isn't too loud. Just brushing it over. You're not blending it in. We want to see some of the yellow peeking through. That's the goal, but just not too loud. So all I'm doing after I've added my yellow, I've wiped my brush and I'm going over and over with green, over and over with green. Wipe your brush and keep going over with green. And again, you can add yellow anywhere you like, okay? I'm adding yellow in a few spots all around. Just as long as you add the yellow, you go over it with green, we'll be fine. I feel like some parts right in the middle there is calling for some yellow. So I'm going to be adding a few. Don't forget to go over those yellow with the green, guys. We don't want the yellow to stand out too much. We just want to show that, yeah, there is this glimmer of it coming through the greenery. All right, so we should all be doing some hints of yellow here and there and going over it with green to ensure it blends in a little bit. Add yellow, add yellow. You added yellow, yes, blend it back in. Yellow all over. You can try not to blend in yellow. We don't want the yellow to become a lime green, right? What we want is to apply strokes of yellow like I did here, and then I tap my brush into green, and somewhat on the edges of it, I just lightly brush it, but I'm leaving some of those existing yellow strokes, okay? We want to still see some of those yellow strokes coming through. Don't be afraid. And a tip, if you hold your brush close to the steel area, it's going to create a lot of tension and your strokes are going to be a little bit more deep. To get feather-like strokes, you want to hold your brush further away and just allow your wrist to do the work. Hold it further away, and so your brush strokes would now be gentler and the blending will be a little bit better. Beak area. And for this area, you can just tap it in and go over it with green again because we don't want the white to be too loud either, all right? We don't want it to be too low. We just want to show that there's this white area peeking through there. So I've tapped my small brush into white and I've added a little bit of dabs right in the corner. And immediately after, I went over with some dabs of green. And that, my friends, is our background. And you can feel free to add whites in areas you want to add it right here. White was added right here, and then I went over it with green. If you want to add yellow over it, that's okay. Yeah, you can add yellow over it. If you want to put some white up in the corner up here, we can. Again, everybody's background will look so different, and that's the beauty of it, because everybody's blending differently. So this is one of the parts where you don't look at your neighbor. That's the thing with art, you can't really copy, can you? It does take a skill to accomplish it like that person. All right. So I'll give you guys another minute to wrap up on your background. I don't want you, if it is that you're done, you're done. Wash your brushes, because what you're going to go and do is just add and keep adding and adding until some of you can't even see your birds anymore. All right. So let us just put the brushes down once you have added in some yellow and some white. I'll give you guys another minute to do so. Once you're done, wash out your brushes, please. All righty. And if you guys need any assistance, you know, we're here for you. Okay, Abigail? We care about you guys. Especially Abigail. Oh my gosh. Here, Miss Andrews, for the question. So while you guys wrap up on your background, for those of you who are done, who are finished, please wash out your brush from the green. Wash out your brush from the green. Our next step is that log of wood that our bird is perched on. All right, so make sure your brushes are clean, and I'll walk you through that next step shortly. And to those of you viewing online, we say welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. If it's your first time viewing in, we're live at the NJA studio for our weekly Paint with Me session. It's just therapeutic for adults, and we express that through art. Okay, so thank you for joining us. And of course, we do some engagement, so everybody would get their question at this time, and we'll go through them as we wind down on our bird painting. It have an option where you can't say nothing. I'll leave this line alone. Here. No, no. Gavin might be watching the live tonight, so there you go, my dear. There you go. Here you go. Nothing. So why are you holding your head like that already? Here you go. Take one and give it. Take one and give me one. You know they're taking one? Is she here? Take one and then pass the other two down. All right, so in the back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, shit. Pass this 4 down for me. Your clothes. I was wondering if you were going for the cloud effect. You want another one? Oh. Here you go. See what you give Natalie too? Oh. You'll do both. Actually, Natalie might do that. Quicker do that. Here, Natalie. I'm not Kishia, Cassandra send that. Great. Excellent. She had no hesitation, Cassandra. All right, so everybody have their questions. Wash out our brushes for 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds. You know, I realize your outfit matches the background for the bird. Oh my gosh. So planned. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. You came prepared for us. So while we wait for others to wash their brushes before we start on our log of wood, we are going to have our first question up here to the north. Up here to the north. Right? Kishia is going to do the first question. So we'll hear her out, and then after we're going to start our log. Yeah. All right, Kishia, go ahead.
So my question is, if you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, what color would it be and why?
It better be this young parrot. So where is young parrot looking? But what's your
So
color?
I would say blue because
Hmm.
blue makes me look pretty.
What? Okay.
Got the color of my skin and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
You like blue? All right. Any other blue lovers in the house? Oh, one? Well, two, two blue lovers. You don't like blue house. We didn't talk about blue house. We say the color blue. Why? Clearly, y'all used to win sports in your time in school. They used to lose. They used to lose. That's what's going on there. Any brown lovers in the house? Yay. Okay, nobody. Uh-huh. Okay, nice to know. Nice to know. All right. She said brown for the things in your house, like brown mats, brown, brown. I figure, okay, that's a hack, a parenting hack right there. So, guys, we are about to get started on the log there that our bird is perched on. So, we have to start doing a little bit of mixing, okay, guys? So, bear with me. First thing I want you to do is take your small brush, tap it into your black paint, small brush in your black paint. And what I want you to do with that is to pass the black paint on all of the lines that added too much brown, go back over with some black lines so we can see that coming through on your end. All right. Gently go over it so that the black can actually be seen. Hold on. Mhm. Remember, you don't have to take this log of wood serious. Just, oh gosh. Just pass some black over it in different areas. If you're not seeing the black, like this is what I'm doing. So I'm just tapping back into my black paint with brown on the brush, and I'm just adding some more streaks of black in between, okay? So you don't have to be too uptight about it. Don't try to perfect those lines of black. Just add black go down, and then light strokes of brown over it so that it can blend together and create the wood-like texture. Is it coming through? Are we seeing the wood-like texture coming through? Yeah, sort of? Kinda? Okay. And voila. And if it is that your brown is covering up most of the wood, as I said, you can just tap your brush back into black and blend in a little bit more on it, okay? All right, so I'll give you guys another 2 minutes to wrap up on that log. So all we've done is add streaks of black, and we went over it with brown. That's all we've done. And if you find your log isn't black enough, you can always go over it with hints of black, but keep passing the brown over it, so that it blends together a little bit. If you need assistance, don't sit there and struggle now. Just let us know so we can help you. I'm very happy that nobody is actually indicating that they need help. So that's a good sign. Your wood-like structure. Oh, yes. That's giving realistic. With all the clouds in the background, yeah. All those clouds in the background is giving realistic. All right, so we have a couple more seconds to wrap up on that log. But I see some eyes looking at me, meaning that you're finished. So you're going to mix a little bit of that brown with yellow to do the top part of the log, okay? So this top part up here, we're going to mix some yellow and brown together just to fill in on top there. Yellow and brown. Yellow and brown. We just want a lighter version of it to put at the top. So take a look at what I'm doing. When they almost say ambassador, that's how they just behave, you know. All right, so our bird is perched on a nice log here. So again, on top, you're just going to mix a little bit of brown and yellow. You don't need a lot. It's just for the little area on top here. You mix some brown and yellow and you apply it right in this semicircle-like area on top here. And just like that, we are a few steps away from having our painting completed. Wash out your brushes once you're done. And while we wash our brushes, we're moving down the line with questions. Missy Natalie, you're getting through with your log? Here. So let's hear Natalie's question.
Okay, so my first question is sing happy birthday to our birthday celebrants.
Okay,
Like,
you fancy?
Cassandra, you really could have just keep that one, eh?
She could have, but she didn't. Birthday
guys-
celebrants in the house. I believe we have 2 celebrants in the house. They know who they are when they are acknowledged later on. But at this time, Natalie is about to sing happy birthday for you, whoever you are. So accept it. Go ahead, Natalie. We're listening. Oh my gosh. I'll take it too, even though I'm in December. Go ahead.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet painter. Happy birthday to you.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I am sure those painters are happy to hear that and was so pleased, right, painters? Yeah. One say yeah, one say yeah.
There were lots of reactions.
All right, go ahead to your next question.
Oh, okay. So my second question. What's one thing your teenage self would be shocked to know about your adult life? Whoa, that's loaded.
The teenage self, the bills.
Nah, my teenage self was used to that earlier.
Oh boy.
No. I think it would have been where I am in life now.
You'd have been
My
shocked.
teenage self, yes, my teenage self head was in the clothes and still is because she ain't gone away. But I am very surprised at how far I've gotten in life. You know, life have a way of teaching you things that innocence could never bring you truth to. And I'm really, yeah, I think that's what my teenage self is surprised about.
Crazy, crazy. Everybody's experience in here is something absolutely different. Yeah. And so I'm sure your teenage self will be proud.
Absolutely.
Absolutely be proud. So before we move on to our next step, make sure your brushes are washed out, please. Make sure your brushes are clean. Here you go. What's your question, Debbie? See, turn over here. Let me help you with that. All
You
right, so we're gonna hear from Debbie before we move to the next step.
you've been hired to write a tell all book about your life. You have been hired to write a all book about your life. What's the If I were to write a book about my life, the title would be God's Grace and Mercy Brought Me Through.
Yeah. Listen, you know what you've been through, and so I'm very sure that your title is fitting. Pat, if you were to write a book about your life, what would your title be?
Good question.
Good question. Okay. What it will be?
About my life?
Yeah. Your title.
It would be more in the line of the graciousness of God.
Mm.
The what's the word for it? It's oh my God! It's just like
God just been good.
I made it through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it through is a good one. Yeah, I made it. Yeah, it's a good one too. I know you would save that for last. I know at some point when she gets a little bit overwhelmed with the painting, you will stand here and sing out, I love you, Lord. Okay, session. All right, so it looks like we are ready for the next step. And this step requires your angle brush. So that's the medium size brush. So make sure it's clean. And you're going to be tapping into yellow paint for this because guess what? It's time for the bird. The anticipated bird. And so you're going to have to follow instructions along. We're going to get there and you'll be very happy with your painting afterwards. So the very first step is a very simple step. All I want for you to do is take your brush with yellow and do this. Paint from the top here, come all the way down to here, there, using yellow, okay? Just paint the area that is that yellowish orange. Paint it in yellow for me. That's all you're doing for now, okay? We're keeping it simple. We're going to break this down step by step. Paint that area in yellow. Please do not paint this part here. This area over here goes into black right here. This goes in black. Don't paint on the wing area because that's blue. Everywhere else, from on top of the head, and we're working our way down, goes in yellow. If you're not sure, just look up my direction, and I'm sure you'll be fine, okay? So I'm going to fill it in so you guys can see before we take some more questions. And you might be wondering, how come we're not doing feather-like strokes? Not yet. Just know I love you, Lord, coming, right? We're going to do our feather-like strokes in just a bit. Now we want our bird to look as realistic as possible. So those of you who are online with us, tell us, if you were to write a book about yourself and all your life's experiences, what would the title be? We want to hear from you guys. So, we don't leave you out of the interaction at all, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Marlene. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Donna. Good night. Thank you for tuning in, Donna. We know we can always count on you to tune in if you're not here. But welcome to all of you guys who are tuning in on the live. It's your first time. This you're live at the Nashan Jeremiah Art Studio, and we are painting a beautiful bird tonight. Okay, guys? Okay. So we're filling in yellow for now. Had to choose my words wisely there for Tanika. Don't forget your 5 second breaths, Tanika, especially when you're driving. Well, you can't close your eye at that point, but but take your breaths because the rate people be driving on this road. But then again, we can't blame them with these potholes. Sometimes you'd have to do a big swerve. All right, so my yellow area is filled in so you guys can see, and I'm sure you're already feeling that bird coming through. So we've all added the yellow. And while persons wrap up on the yellow, those of you who are finished, I want for you to mix on your palettes, find a little spot and mix some orange. And the colors we're using is yellow and a tap of red, not a lot of red at all. And we're mixing an orange because that's going to go in on our bird area as well. So I'm mixing some orange. We're not putting it as yet. We're just mixing it for now. Once you're done with the yellow, mix some orange, please. So you're using yellow and just a tap of red. We don't want to add too much red because it's going to overpower the yellow and not come out as orange as you would have hoped. It will come out more red-orange. All right, so my orange is mixed and we're just waiting for you guys to do so now. Patricia, Donna said, good night, Auntie Pat. She said, welcome back, okay?
Good night, Donna.
She said, good night, Donna. Donna, you're missing. You're being missed here. Tanika said she's misses you. She's missing you. And we hope Dory feels better soon. Tanika, did you get a question? Did you answer it? I think I would have known if you answered that question. Here.
So, if you could read your partner's mind for one day, what's the first thing you'd want to know?
Listen. Oh my. You don't want to know nothing? You don't want to know nothing? Well, listen, Tanika can answer it. Clearly, she has something she wants to know. If she could have known more than one thing, she would have wanted to know. One thing, Tanika, you would want to know. What the first thing?
I can't answer.
You can answer. Well, give us something else. Don't say what you wanted to say. Donna, I hope you heard the question. If you could read your partner's mind for one day, what's the first thing you'd want to know? We want to hear from you guys too.
I can't answer to
You can't answer to it because Thursday watching. What's your response to that? If you could read their mind. You can't see.
I think the best question to ask is if he really loves you.
Oh, why? Why you want to know? What? Yes.
Everything else falls in place.
Okay. I didn't think that.
That he won't tell you the truth.
Boy.
No, you can read mine.
Yes.
Or if you could read the mind.
Yes, so you could read his mind. So, what's one thing you'd want to know? So, what you want to love you?
I want to know when you're leaving.
When you're reading his mind, he might be in love with you. Oh, so you can be fooled.
It could be reading his mind and he could be cheating.
So that's why I've been saying she don't even want to know. We're not even going there with us. We don't even want to know nothing.
I don't even know if they love you. They just know they're interested.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes there's a whole bomb happen before they realize, wait, I love this woman.
Okay, okay.
So you might not.
So sometimes they're clueless. So when you try it's happening, you don't even know. Okay. Oh boy. Cassandra, let's lighten the mood. Go, Joe. Go, Joe. I don't know. We're past the point with this. Listen, we're past just taking this to a whole other dimension, you know. Cassandra, go ahead.
Okay, it says
What would want to know?
you accidentally
What
sent
do you
a
have?
flirty text to
Yes,
your
Candida,
boss.
answer for me.
What is the next move? A, resign. B, cry. C, apologize.
Like nothing. You read on you.
Or apologize. And not cry, nothing.
You accidentally send a flirty text to your boss. What is your next move? So who's here? Who's going to resign? Nobody resigning. Who's going to just sit and cry? No, no cry. Who's going to, when you see the kind of text I'll be like, tears to my ball. And who's going to apologize? So you have to apologize.
Exactly.
At that point, you're gonna apologize. So you hear that, Tanika, apologize.
Once I was
Right.
corrected about,
Uh-huh.
so once I was I was corrected about something, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to say what it is, right?
Okay.
So I didn't think that I do anything wrong,
Okay.
right? So I was called into the office and
Okay.
I was spoken to about it, and then I was not pleased as I told you. So as soon as I went out of the office, I texted one of my friends.
Okay.
I was like, he said, I didn't say he.
Right.
I said such and such and such and such and such. Did you know I texted the boss?
Oh my goodness.
So instead of typing in the friend's name and the yeah, right. So I text him and he messaged back. He's like, why? What we spoke about has to go to social media.
Oh my goodness.
So
That
when I
was God.
realized he did not figure out that I was texting somebody else. He thought I was just well, I wasn't pleased about what we spoke about because I didn't think like there
It was
was
fair.
an issue.
Okay.
And the thing is, I was texting one of my friends who was working the
Yes.
same place.
Oh,
And then he just thought that I was continuing the conversation.
oh my goodness. But that's a whole different scenario there.
Trust me, I could have a hole could have opened up
And swallow you at that
swallowed me, and I would
moment.
have been happy. Like,
Oh no. What? Guys, you have to be careful. You see, WhatsApp, all those
and that's
things.
the thing. I think I was thinking about him.
So you
I
type
typed
his
in
name. What's your other question? Get your
Okay.
orange mixed up, guys. Get
My
your
next
orange.
question.
Hold on, Cassandra. Yes? Oh, I'm coming. Borrow me. So, a follow-up on the question, what would you do?
So since you're speaking about boss, this actually happened to me.
Wait, the same scenario?
Close.
Uh-huh.
And just think what you would do in a case like this.
Mm-hmm.
Your boss is standing in front of you, you're sitting,
Mm-hmm.
and his fly is open. Wait. Serious. And you don't know what to do. And he's talking to you, and you're trying to let him know that it's open, but not like you're looking like you're fresh or anything. And you're just trying to be very serious. What I did
You did the wrong
I
thing.
looked at his eye and I kept looking down and his eye and down and so on, so on. Very serious face without laughing or anything.
Well, I thought you put your hand. And come all the way down to the tail here. Notice I'm not doing blending strokes, right? If you notice, this is what I'm doing. I'm just doing short strokes there, and I'm coming all the way down to the tail with this orange and yellow. Once I add orange, I've dipped my brush into yellow, and I'm going back over it with just yellow now. And we keep moving with the blend. Keep moving with the blend. And listen, this is almost the hardest part of the entire painting, literally. So you must be excited now for the rest of it, right? This is as hard as it gets. So the same thing for up here. Once you add the orange, ensure to go over with yellow. Same motion, go over with yellow. On the top here, down here, same thing. Go over it with the yellow. While we do that, we'll hear from Cassandra. Go ahead, Cassandra.
You've been asked to start a band. What's the name and what kind of music are you playing?
What type of music you play? Well, first I want to know the name of the band.
The name of the band. Okay, let me see the name of the band. Let me see. Hot Girls.
Hot Girls. Well, we know Natalie gonna be in that band. Natalie's the lead singer.
No, but you don't even know what kind of music we are playing.
Well, what type of music are you playing?
80s music.
80s music?
Yes. Yes.
What that's supposed to mean? Was a Hot Girl? So she wanted to do a remake of the Spice Girls. So y'all, time you better brace yourself. Backup singer.
She don't know.
You know what?
What you like?
I can listen to Love You Lord 100 times.
Well, I taught you that, from a gospel band, she got from an 80s band. Maybe 80s gospel music.
The hairstyle.
That's what I have her so infatuated with them, the hairstyle. Oh, I mean her new hairstyle. I have her doing these things. I never knew the chemical in that straightener was real strong.
It's too strong for the brain.
Guys, so add a hint of orange. As soon as you add a hint of orange, go over it with taps of yellow. If when you're going over with yellow, you realize, whoa, boy, the orange not blending in, and you see the orange standing out more, just tap a little bit more orange and then go over again with yellow. So once you're done, your bud should start looking something like that. As close to that as possible. How we doing in the back there, Sabrina? Y'all good? You do? Y'all okay? Okay. You hear that, dear man? So we're looking forward to seeing what you guys curate at the end. All right. So while we're doing that, I think Tanika has a question, or you answered yours already, right?
Yeah, but I wanted to ask a question.
I didn't get it yet. Here. You're doing fantastic, Ambassador to be. You're doing fantastic. Let's hear Alvin's question while we wrap up on the orange yellow. Go ahead.
Right. What do you think a woman means when she says, "You're right"? Shut up.
Well, wow. That's true.
End of it. Conversation done.
You're right. If you said you're right, you're right. I didn't know it means that. Oh, yeah, Abigail, go ahead with your question while you get assistance.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Wow.
What are you looking forward to the most this Christmas season?
Christmas, right around the corner. What are you looking forward to the most?
The food, the events, family time.
It's a no-brainer, right? The food. Natalie, what you looking forward to most this Christmas? The food, the events, or family time? Okay. Tanika, what about you? Family time?
I enjoy Christmas shopping and like
So, oh gosh.
like I did online shopping. I would just be that I can like New Year's.
Okay. So you have nothing in them shelves in November.
That means you have
Cutting and so on.
So that means you have no money for January. That's okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Poor that husband, me.
Poor, that's what she has to really think. December. Fine, this is fine. Add some yellow here. So we're wrapping up on the orange. And we're going to take another question. And that question is, you're on a reality show.
You are on a reality show and you get to choose one famous person to be your teammate. Who are you picking?
Steve Harvey. Okay. I mean, that's logical. You will bring jokes. Okay, okay. I was surprised you didn't take Ellen. You got one? No. Go ahead.
If you were a cocktail, what would you be and
How strong?
how strong would you make yourself? Well, I think I'd be a whiskey mac, which is whiskey mixed with ginger ale.
Okay.
It's really strong. My brother, when I used to drink, my brother-in-law introduced me to that. You had to stay in your house to drink it. It's extremely strong.
I see.
And I think, in comparison to my life, I think that I think I'm as strong as the drink.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, whiskey. What's it called again?
Whiskey mac.
Whiskey Mac. Can we get any stronger than that? I am not going to let Natalie answer that question. The last time Natalie answered something about drink was a whole video. So we're going to leave that be for now. All right, wash out your brushes for the next step. Donna says Natalie already have her drink name for sure. Donna, no. All right, so the next step I want for us the blue. We're going to call it our black blue, okay? So you're mixing black and blue somewhere on your palette. And from now on, we are going to refer to that shade as the black blue, okay? The black blue and the regular blue. So I have a nice mixture here, blue and black. Just mix it and keep it there and mix sufficient because we're going to be using it throughout the painting. So mix sufficient of that black blue. Or you can even mix it in the shade palette. Just choose an area, one of the blues in there, and just put some black. All right, so you're mixing some blue and black, nothing else. We just want a little darker version of it for some of the shadows. And the first thing I want you to do with that dark blue that we just mixed, looking to see if everybody is ready. I've mixed it up. All right, so we're going to paint the bottom of the tail in this black blue, okay? So the black blue, this part of the tail here, this part, this half of it, you're going to paint it in that black blue. And then the part on top, you're going to paint in the regular blue. All right, so we can do that. So the bottom half in the black blue and the part on top in regular blue. Once more, if you are not sure, you can always look my direction and you should be able to see where we're at. And we are here to whenever you're ready, you can go ahead with your question.
Okay, my question is, if you could only use one pickup line for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would say, time will tell.
Wait, why are you picking up with that line? What are we picking up? That's like, I'm looking for, oh, you must be an angel. You must have fallen from heaven. You're an angel, like,
Everything, everything work together for good.
Okay.
Time will tell.
Okay, well.
That would be mine.
Natalie, what would be your pickup line that you would use for the rest of your life? That most sounded like a you pass it down to those who have. It most sounded like those Caribbean plans, like what parents would say. Oh, when a dead aunt will bring the news. Yeah, but I don't know what you're picking up with them lines. Tell me, I would love to hear your pickup line. Four. What's your pickup line? You don't have to do pick up in. All right. All right, so we should all have the tail area painted in. This was a very simple part. And while you have the brush still with blue on it, just tap gently into your white paint. And right in the middle where the black blue and the regular blue meets, just like this, you're just gonna add a hint of white, just like that. While your brush still has blue on it, okay, you tap into white and you just add a little streak of white come down the middle there. That's it, that's all. And that's your little highlight. Yeah, that's it, Tanika. You got this. Wow. Yeah, I'm proud of you. Once you're done, you can wash out your brush while we prepare for the next step. All right. So our tail is done and we're moving up the road. Well, just you have a question. We have another question. Yes, go ahead.
You wake up with $1 million in your bank account. What's the first thing you're buying?
Wait, you don't even question where the money come from. You wake up with $1 million in your account. What you buying?
I will buy prime lands.
You will buy what?
Prime lands.
Land. Okay, let's see it. She gonna take it off before they take it back.
I'm moving from that
You didn't know where it come from? Oh. But you said 4 grand? Oh my. Don't check. So you have to give him back? with it. The only thing, don't worry about all those lines you've seen around the eye, okay? The only thing you're not painting is that little organic shape that looks like a semicircle inside the eye area. That's the only thing you're not painting in black. Everything else goes in black.
Anything you put on me, I can't belong to the eye. Listen to me. You put on my account, thank you very much. You belong to the eye.
And he withdrew it. And when they called him, he said that he didn't know he was his money. So he used it, but he wanted to know he won't give him one. He said, well, let's see.
So you get the loan?
Yeah, he took the money and what he said, oh, I got to my account, it was not mine. Yeah. But
Wow.
what they do, they ship money from the account. Yes.
And transfer to the other.
Some of them.
Didn't realize he had two accounts. So,
Yeah, the transfer.
yeah. Actually, I don't know how them scammers work.
So take a look at the
Yeah.
black that I've done. We're just going along right on the side of the beak, around the eye, and just leave out a little white spot in the eye. You don't have to worry about all those lines in there. Just paint the whole thing black and leave a little circle on top or a semicircle on top, and that's going to be our white area. Scam call.
Money that back in the day. I remember I go to my father's post box and when I open it,
You win money?
Yeah, like, huh?
Too. Don't forget this
You
one.
ain't take a chance in nothing but what you need. Come on. Which relative that?
Right.
I know relative.
I see some of you are done with the black. Once you're done, you can just tap into your black glue and to the bottom of the beak, and then your regular glue to the top of it. Okay. It would almost look just like the black. And that's the goal. We just want a little variation when persons are viewing your artwork to purchase it from you. We want them to say, wow, there's so much depth in this bird. It looks so realistic. How long did you take to paint this?
Hours.
Oh, sleepless night. Each feather stroke means something to me. Listen, y'all not too much. And then the top part goes in regular blue. And don't worry about all, as I said, those are the circles and lines. Just fill in as I tell you. You understand? We wouldn't leave here. Miss, we wouldn't leave. We wouldn't leave.
So the bottom of the beak
It's black blue and the top is regular blue.
Oh, black blue.
Lord.
Everybody's bird will be unique. All right. This what is that? Oh, I think I know which one. Hilda, you got a question? You can go ahead with it while we finish off on our beak area, guys.
Would you rather give up coffee or tea forever or never be able to use social media again?
Wait, coffee or tea or social media? I don't
even
know.
think it matters to me because I ain't drinking coffee, I ain't drinking tea, and so I'm not a social media.
So you just living your life.
Yeah.
I wonder, Mr. Andrews is right there. Don't worry, bird can't spoil here. We have some parrots, we have some woodpeckers, some macaw. We have a lot of variation. Some macaw, a lot of variation. No, black. The bottom part, you want to leave it white? You could, but you have a little area that you could tap some white into, but just wanted them to paint it in blue first and then do all of that. So now that you've done that, remember what we did with the tail where we added this little white streak? I want you to tap into your white paint with the brush still having blue on it. All right, and then we're going to add a little hint of that white right on top of the beak. Just gently brushing some white on top of the beak. You could barely see the white. It's just some highlights on top there. On the top of the light blue, yeah. Just a little bit of white there. Right on top there. And on top. And take the same white, the same brush that has blue and white on it, and fill in by the eye area. So it will kind of come out bluish white. The whole thing there, yeah? The whole thing there, just fill it in the white. And paint birds like that. Oh, that's what I mean. We will fit you when the person sit down here and in the eye. Wait a minute, on the beak? Right on top of the beak. Right on top of the beak. Yes. The dark blue. The black blue. We'll check and see. Give me a second. That's perfectly. Why are you asking me questions and you know it's looking good? Hold on, yeah. Thank you, Ambassador. Just help you out there. All right. So now what we're going to do is focus on this feather in the back here, the wing, and this is going to be a breeze. Trust me. The beak is a very simple step. It is black blue underneath, regular blue on top, and I just dip my brush into white and add a little streak of white on top there. On the blue. That's it. And now what we're going to do is our wing. So while we wrap up on the beak, we'll take questions from the back area there. I'm going to pass it down. So imagine you can start first and then pass it down. Okay, so then pass it down. Okay, so we have a question happening in the back area. Let's hear him out.
The question is, would you rather always be slightly late or super early to everything for the rest of your life? Super early.
Super early, you rather?
Yeah.
All right, not the type of guy that want to be late at all. That's good to hear. What about you, Sabrina? Would you actually what's your response to his question? Would you rather be super late or always early?
Always early.
Yeah, try saying that on your wedding day. But let's hear your question. It's very interesting. Okay, go ahead with your question.
Okay, so you have to live without one of the below options for one entire day. Which would you leave? A, your phone or tablet. B, your spouse or partner. C, your purse or wallet.
Oh, jeez. Which one are you choosing?
Well, I mean, suddenly I can't choose B. Or else my art probably wouldn't be complete today. Yeah, but I'm gonna I could live without my purse or wallet.
Really?
Yeah.
So how are you gonna buy stuff?
Yeah, you can.
With the
You
phone?
pay for them stuff online.
Okay.
Yes. No. You can pay. Yes, you pay. No, that's fine. Your Google Pay and so on. You use that.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't need your wallet.
You don't need a wallet.
Well, I don't have my physical purse.
Yes, it's digital wallet. But the last time we had that question, I think was it you? And you said you can live without your spouse?
Oh
no, she said, let me tell you exactly what she said. I cannot live without I can live without my phone. No, what's it, boy? She can't live without her spouse because he's the wallet.
Oh.
So she can live without her wallet. But the spouse is the wallet. But all right, guys. So before we take our last question, we are going to start filling in our feathers back here. So you're going to pick back up your medium-sized brush. Tap into your blue paint, and we're going to fill in the top part. So don't pass the first group of curved lines. Don't pass it. Right? So you're just adding in there. That's the regular blue, please. Yes. The medium-sized brush. Regular size brush. And you're doing the same type of strokes where you're just dabbing short strokes there. Once you have outlined it, then you go back in and you start doing some of those shorter strokes. All right. So you're filling in there with that. I hope you still have some of that black glue, because that black glue goes, take a look at where it goes. You use you fill in some of that black glue right at the bottom. Right here. And that's all we're doing. Blue and black glue. That's all we're doing. So you tap in your brush into regular blue, and you're filling in this area here on top. All right, so we are mixing in some blue and some black blue. The black blue goes along the bottom end of it, down here. Black blue down here, and then the majority of it go upward is in regular blue. So regular blue, and then you're flowing into some of the mixture that you have of the black blue. So right in the bottom on the lines there, you flow in with the black blue. That's all. Which every single thing? Down here, where you see I added it? Down there? Black blue. All right. Next step. You guys probably waiting for the next step. So the same black blue that we're in, you'll notice that your wing, there is a small area underneath. So there's like a second part there. That area, go ahead and fill it in the black blue. Listen, it's up to you if you want your bird to look as realistic as possible. So we'll go through all these lengths to ensuring that our bird looks good. So down in the bottom there, that area down there, fill it in with the black blue. All right, no major structure to it. Don't feel like, oh, if I go off the line there, that's the end of the world. No, no. Actually, it just makes your bird a bit thicker than others. So keep filling in with the black blue down there. Mm-hmm. Fill it in down there. And the top part, the area that you're seeing there that's outstanding, that entire area is just going to go for now in the blue. Don't stress too much about the lines you're seeing. We're going to add those back in white. For now, I want you to focus on painting in that spot here, the entire area outstanding in blue. All right, in the regular blue. Just fill it in blue. Keep your stroke. So if you look at where the feathers are flowing, it's sort of swooping to the right. So when you're doing it, swoop to the right as well with your strokes. All right. So we're filling in that area with blue, and literally we are on the home stretch with this painting. Just a few more minutes, you have a beautiful bird to go home with. Fill in that area using blue. Blue. So there's just two more things that we have to add on the feathers there to make it to pull or tie the entire thing together. Just two more things we have to add. So enjoy this part where you're just filling it in blue. So while we're filling in with the blue there, we're going to hear the last question. What's your question? Let's hear it.
You're given an unlimited shopping spree, but only at one store. Assuming I would be in America, I would probably go to Burlington.
Excuse me.
Yes. Exactly. If I'm here, I would probably say Ace.
You'll probably say Ace. So, what, anybody going to a supermarket? No. You ain't going to a supermarket? Unlimited shopping. Food goes spoil.
Courts, yeah, Ace.
One place. A Hubbards. Hubbards might have a lot of variety. Yeah, you can get everything you want in Hubbards. I hear it even sells scaffolding. Listen. All your building materials. Oh boy, we have to accompany you for the Christmas shopping, you know. So let's bring the children to shop too, or are you just going for yourself? Okay, well, that's lovely. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, well, what is the next step? The next step is with some of your black blue. Remember I told you two more steps to finish off on the feathers there. With your black blue, you're going to add hints of it inside of the area you just did blue. So right here, I'm going in with some of the same black blue. I'm just adding hints of it inside there to add some more variation to the feathers of my bird. So inside of the regular blue, we're adding strokes of black blue. Just add strokes of black blue inside there. Add it inside there. So again, you're adding some hints of black in there. Looking good. And while your small brush might still be in that black blue, go ahead and fill in the feet of your bird while you're at it. So you can fill, yes, in the black blue. Mm-hmm. Fill in the feet while my bird still has that, because in just a bit we're going to wash it out and it's going to be white as the final step, okay? Black blue. So I'm painting my bird's feet up here in black blue. One down here also. All right, so just fill in your bird's feet before we move to the next step of the painting. And should I say the final step? So bird's feet, I'll give you guys another minute to do the feet of the bird. And it's okay if you're still on the wing. I see you, that's okay. All right, you can take your time and fill it in. We'll be here to help you. I see some of us sing how people extend the log. I'm trying to figure out how y'all extended on the log. Y'all enjoying painting the log? The people I'm watching. It almost could be an electricity pole. You know? What? I wonder if we could still put a small bird in the sky. Oh boy. Not today, you're sure? You're sure?
Yeah, we focusing on this.
We're focusing on this bad boy tonight. All right, and so now that you're done, wash out your small brush. The last step is with white. Look at your bird's wing. You're going to see that we have some white highlights on your bird, on the wing. And that's the very last step. All right, so make sure your brushes are clean and you're ready. Else, you know. So we're going to tap into the white, and you're going to start very small. Start very small, like this, and you just keep going under. And do a nice long one, and just keep adding little hints of white in and between the feathers. Okay, so it's like the letter L. So you go one small L, another L, another one, and then you just add, while your brush still has a little bit of white on it, you just drag it on your canvas. Just drag it on the canvas. And I'm coming around to give assistance to those of you who might need assistance, okay? This is all you're doing. Just take your brush, little L-like strokes, and you go down, down, down. And then as your brush still has white on it, you're basically just cleaning off your brush on the rest of the feathers. Basically just cleaning it off on it. And just like that, you have newest addition to your family. A whole bird. So kudos to you guys for making it to the end and not giving up on your bird. If you're done, you know what you have to do, your signature, so Cassandra doesn't take it and sell it online and gets all the moolah for it. All right, so your initials or your signature goes at the bottom. What color are we going to do it in today, guys? White or black? Sorry? So I just drag my brush on it, clean up the brush basically to add in different spots. See white, and then that's it. So down at the bottom, what did we agree on? Black or white? Black, okay. So down at the bottom, you tap into your black paint and add your initials or signature. So we're adding in our initials, our signature.
No. He was asking. He said.
Yes, today is the 10th of the 10th month, 24. We missed that part. We did the white. We did the white. All right, so my initials are in, and you can add yours too right down at the bottom using black. If your painting is finished, again, be mindful to not keep going, and then your blood turns into a parrot and all sorts of things start happening. I'm coming. Your clothes? I'm not even seeing the clothes anymore. Mm-hmm. She did good. She did good. She just been asking for help with the clothes, not the feather. She did good. So we have a lot of bird action happening. I want to show you one. I'm trying to be careful because when I show you one, the other one might. Oh, why didn't you mine? But anyways, take a look at this one. This one is take a look at hers. What do you think? She got it? She nailed it? Yeah. What do you guys think online? Did she nail it? Is this looking like the bird we painted? I hope it does. It actually does. It actually does. Mhm. So can I show yours to the people? Can I show you? You have to? Okay, so once the eye is done, we'll show them because hers looks almost like a watercolor. Hold on, almost like a watercolor type style. And so you guys would see it at the end. And to our lovely viewers online, we say thank you for tuning in with us. And guys, you know what we do, right? When the person's on the live or going, we have to tell them goodbye. So, be very friendly. And when I tell you to, you're going to tell them goodbye. So, guys, again, thank you for tuning in with us. We are so happy to have had you. If you painted with us, we want to see how it turned out. So, please send us photos. And if it was your first time tuning in, We are live here at the NJA studio, which is in Grandlands, and we do these adult painting sessions every Thursday night. So you can tune in with us next week or actually join us in studio for the next session. But for now, we are tuning off, and everybody, we're going to say goodbye to the people. Goodbye. See you guys next time.